Yo, what's going on, guys? So my hair's a little bit all over the place. I just woke up not too long ago, but I got to go see my personal trainer at 11 o'clock today. I think it's like 8:30 in the morning right now. But so I wanted to talk about something that's kind of a rebellious, quote unquote rebellious. I don't really think it's rebellious, only because I don't think it should be considered rebellious, okay? I don't think that the script format is anything special. And I don't think it really does anything to film. Okay, I don't think it really I don't really like it. I used it I've used it before. It does have some uses, such as like when the producer, right? So when the producer uses a script, I could understand that. But for a writer and writing purposes and storytelling, I would never use a script. Never. Never in my life would I use a script. I don't care. I could honestly I could honestly care less about a film being written in screenplay format or just regular text, right? Because here's the thing. I was always discouraged of writing a film, writing a script, writing a screenplay because of that specific formula. You had to abide by certain rules. You had to abide by the language of the script, because writing writing in script format is very much different from writing, like, let's say, a book, right? And so I've never really thought it was just something that I needed to know. Possibly if you wanted to be a producer, it would benefit you if it was in screenplay format. But having that hero's journey, having that story underlying in the script is probably 1,000 times better. I don't think that scripts are really that great. I don't really. I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. I would much rather I would much rather read 100 pages of text than to read a 60-page screenplay. I'm gonna let you know right now. I would much rather read 100 pages of text than to watch a 60-page screenplay. That's just facts for me. Okay. I'm tired of exterior, interior, day, night, dawn, dusk, or whatever. Having it set in a certain location, and then it's like, oh no, you got to do this. Every line does this. It has to be in present tense. This it's just like, that's just not how my brain is wired. I don't know if it's through schooling or through whatever, but I'm just tired of it. I'm not gonna freaking write a screenplay first. Okay? I don't freaking like that. Okay? It limits your control. In my opinion, it limits your control. Writing a screenplay from the get-go limits your control over that screenplay, because you have to abide by those certain rules and limitations in order to write the screenplay. In order to write the screenplay from the get go. Okay. Now, what I personally do is write it in text. Um, I write down the scenes in text and break it down by heading, right? So I would have Act One, and then the scene, and then write everything that happens in that scene in text format, not script format, text format. Okay, and the next scene, a different subheading, text in that scene, subheading. Act Two, subheading. Where is that place? Is it night or whatever? Text format. I don't like that. Also, here's the other thing that's wrong with screenplays. Whenever you write screenplays, you always have to figure out dialogue, okay? And sure, you can figure this out after your second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth draft. But the most natural way you could do it is write what the characters want. How are they gonna do it? And have it play out when you guys are actually filming. Now, I totally understand. I totally get it. If you're a really big box office movie, if you're someone like Tarantino, or if you're someone like Christopher Nolan who needs to have that to cut down on time and costs, because here's the thing, time is also money. I mean, people don't say that just for nothing. But if you are an independent filmmaker and you are trying to write a screenplay and you are having trouble because you're from the get-go, you're rushing straight into the screenplay, you need to work backwards. Okay? First, you need to get the story. The story, not the screenplay. Forget the screenplay for right now. Do you have a great story? Because that's what it's all about. That's what all the movies are all about. All of these classic films, they are all about stories. It's not about, if you have a terrible story, it's gonna show. You can't fake it till you make. You can't fake a bad story. You can't fake a good story. You need to have a great story in order for people to watch. Why do you think? I mean, it doesn't even matter how big your budget is. I mean, look at Suicide Squad. Look at the execution of that. Look at The Rise of Skywalker, or I forgot what it was called. I forgot what it was called. The movie before. I don't know why I'm forgetting, but think about the 8th movie in the Star Wars installments. Okay? That movie was completely cluttered. It was completely and utterly just ridiculous. Right? You need to have a foundation. I'm really big on foundation because if you're not focused on that, then it's just like a house of cards. If you don't have a great foundation, then how the heck are you? I don't understand how you're going to do anything. Like, it doesn't. It just boggles my mind. But you know what? That's my sort of 2 cents. Always have a great story, and don't worry so much about having a screenplay. Worry about having a great story first, because that's where all films have. All right, so I hope you guys have a great one. Bye-bye.